Squatters have been in the news, but are they in your neighborhood? I'm Charles Blaine, and this is Texas Tomorrow. The issue of squatting has been in the news a lot lately, but mostly national news. However, it is happening here in Texas too, and for a state with a diehard commitment to property rights, it's happening more than we'd like to admit. Terry Boyette recently testified on her experience with squatters. She left her home in the Dallas area for 3 weeks and a squatter moved in. Despite being the clear owner, after 11 months, she was still not able to get back in her home. And in the meantime, the squatter destroyed the interior, he sold her furniture and appliances, and Terry is now $150,000 in debt. Squatters simply have to pose as a tenant to delay being removed. Then it leaves the property owner having to go through an eviction process for someone who never had permission to be in their home to begin with. Judge Lincoln Goodwin, Justice of the Peace in Harris County, said that these squatters have gotten sophisticated. They target foreclosed homes or ones that have been on the market for a long time, and they look through probate documents. Not only do squatters take ownership over someone else's property and sometimes destroy it, but they also degrade the neighborhood and often leave neighbors feeling unsafe in their own homes. There have been stories of squatters using drugs and burning down homes where a number of squatters with active warrants and criminal records were found, and environmental and health concerns as well. Linda, a Houston area homeowner, found a family of 5 living in her listed rental property. It was listed for $3,600 a month, and when she confronted them, they showed her a faulty lease. But despite Linda nor anyone else who owns the home being on this lease, she still was forced to go through the formal eviction process and deal with eviction court. This puts a burden on the property owner. It's estimated to cost roughly $5,000 to go through the entire eviction proceeding, most of those being legal fees. It also burdens the court system, where, as in the last 18 to 24 months, some judges say they've seen more cases than ever before. And of course, it burdens the law enforcement system, because in Dallas and Fort Worth area alone, there are 475 squatting cases. And since there's no formal reporting system, there might be even more. And people typically call law enforcement first. It's reported that the DFW area has the second highest number of cases after the Atlanta area, and the problem is only growing. Everyone has a hand in fixing this. Of course, there needs to be stricter property rights protections at the state level. That goes without saying. But local governments can look into additional ordinances and regulations that criminalize this behavior as well. And neighbors and property owners can be on the lookout for instances of this in their neighborhood, because if it's caught sooner rather than later, the property owner has an easier opportunity to gain access to their property and potential damage can be minimized. It might be a growing problem, but it's not one that can't be solved. And if we're a state that talks about a commitment to property rights, it's probably time that we start to act like it. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Texas Tomorrow. If there's an issue going on in your neighborhood, please let us know. We'd love to talk about it. And make sure you like, share, and comment on this episode.